and the reason why I bring this up is one of my main questions in my profession. We deal with a lot of people who are suffering from anxiety, depression, and all those other things. And so how as you as an employee handle your own mental and emotional health?
As an employee, it's hard. We never know when we're going to work, when we're not going to work, where our paycheck's coming from, if there's going to be problems with it. On the employee end, I can see the aspect of like our bartenders that are constantly wondering, are we going to be able to make our tips? Are we going to be able to make our payments? Because that's what we live off of. On the other end, I have to take into account on how my husband is dealing with everything. I think for the most part, my anxiety comes from him. I love him so much, and I know he puts so much into the bar. And so does his mom. They go through a lot with it. I see the stress that they're under constantly, and it never leaves. We'll have moments when we're happy and laughing and it's great, but the next minute we turn around and it's a worry of what are we going to do next? What's the next shutdown going to affect? How are we going to get through it? And it's constant questions that we have to answer. And I, by no means, have any ownership in the bar, but I try to voice my opinions to see if it helps. And sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I try to just support them in any way that I can. But it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard being a loved one, trying to help them.
Because you're not on the outside as a loved one. You're on the inside.
Absolutely.
What affects your husband affects you.
Yes.
What affects you affects your husband.
24/7.
Yeah. 24/7 stress, 24/7 grief.
Absolutely. You can't plan, so you have no hope for what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Your life is canceled. Everything's canceled.
And like that.
In an instant, whenever they say.
And you didn't plan for that.
No. This is not how we planned for our year to go.
Yeah. This is not a woman that's talking that needs everything right here and right now.
No.
But you don't plan for something that someone else is making the decision about.
Right.
That you don't know the why behind.
Exactly. If you can give me a good why, I can accept it.
Absolutely.
But I can't even get a good why.
Seems like a legitimate question to me. I'm not talking to people who just want to demand something. They're business owners, they're co-owners, their families are owners that have that, they have to answer the why to their employees a lot.
Yes.
That now
Absolutely.
doesn't have a why.
Mm-hmm. And it's heartbreaking to look at your employee and say, I can't tell you why. And I can't tell you when you can come back.
They're your family?
Yes, absolutely.
Can you tell me an example of a time when someone's cried on your shoulder, if it was a family member or if it was a person who was an employee?
I feel like the pandemic has put a lot of stress on marriages, on relationships. I know it has on ours.
Yes.
And so we have...
Just some disclosure, mine too.
Yes.
So, there you go.
It hasn't, this thing has wrecked through everything.
Mm-hmm.
And some of our bartenders and their wives work with us. So it's not just our family that's employed, but we have other families, like husband and wives that are employed. And it's been very stressful on them. There was breakups and separations with kids involved. And it breaks your heart because it has nothing to do, it wouldn't be like this if things were normal.
It wouldn't be like
this. It has
this.
to do with the stress, the added stress that's on top of everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's natural stresses that are in any marriage.
Yes.
But when you put the stress of where's your next meal coming from? Our kids are getting bigger and they need clothes. How are we going to get that money together? How are we going to get the money together to even just have groceries, pay our bills? Unemployment's not cutting it. As much as they're trying to give you more and more on unemployment and the relief, it's not cutting it. It's not what bartenders and servers make.
Mm-hmm.
They live off the tips. And
Do you think they have a knowledge of what you're actually making to match that, or are they just throwing out an arbitrary number that they
I
think,
think
well, it's
they're
going
just
to work?
giving you a number. I honestly don't feel like they have any clue what you can make as a bartender or server.
Okay.
I know that you're supposed to put your numbers in at the end of the night with the money that you take home, but I don't feel like that goes into any calculation of unemployment.
Yes. Yes. And let us get a glimpse into the inside of you. Don't care who's watching. Don't care. Because this is about your life.
Yeah.
This is about your family's life. This is about you as a mother. This is about you as a planner.
As I would say, you have to fight. You would fight for anything that you want in your life. And you may not be a small business owner, and this may not be affecting you the way it's affecting us, but if you're my friend, if you're somebody that I've even met, you know that our family is being affected. Communities are being affected. Everything is being elevated at this point, racially, sexual orientation, everything is being affected at this point. It's bringing out stress levels to an extreme high. And not only that, mental health is being affected.
Absolutely.
The loss of our loved ones and drug use, alcoholism, just being home by yourself. It's not good. We need people to live with. You know, the church will bring it in. You need your community. That's why they have small groups for you to get with. The bar may be your church. I know it is for some of our regulars. I know it is for me. I enjoy seeing my regulars. I enjoy seeing them and catching up with them daily or weekly. But I know for me, I need my family, and I need my friends, and I need my community. And so do you. If you look inside your heart, you need that.
Yeah.
That's what you need. People can't live without physical touch.
Yeah.
You need a hug.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hug.
I'll give you a hug too.
Yeah.
Your heart shows right there, and I'm going to thank you for sharing your heart and your words with us. And my hope and my prayer is that these testimonials that are being told are going to be heard by the right people. I love what you said. You connected to the experience of a human.
Yes.
Or you need to know that you need social interaction, just like you have become present to by the nature of your job. And so, yes, you will get a hug from me at the end. But at the same time, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good. What has been your lowest moment during the 3 shutdowns?
You know, probably about every night about 2:15.
You said that.
So there can't be one moment.
2:15.
There's a lot of moments.
Yeah.
And there's a few bad ones. You know, I mean, you come in and your windows are broken out or something like that. Those are bad moments. But just about
Mention that.
every morning when you wake up,
Yeah.
it's a low moment.
It's a low moment.
And you say to yourself,